Serving all of San Diego, this is your Fox 5 Morning News.
And parents, listen up. Get your kids to sleep without all the drama. Can it be done? 8 steps you can take to solve the bedtime blues. The Fox 5 Morning News at 8 starts right now.
Still at Fox 5, get your kids to sleep without the drama. 8 steps you can take to solve the bedtime blues. All right, parents, listen up. This is a good one. Getting your children to sleep is a huge challenge for some parents, right? So in today's Mommy Daddy Handbook, parenting expert and award-winning children's author Katherine Eskovitz is here to share some tips on how to get your child to sleep. Katherine, good morning. I think a lot of moms are making their pancakes and they're stopping right now. They're coming to the TV because that sleep thing, it's a hard one.
Well, especially now that it's summertime, everyone's thinking, oh, great, we don't have to worry about it anymore. We can stay up late and be spontaneous, but sleep is really important even in the summer, so this is the perfect time to talk about it.
We've talked about this before, but we've got to say it again. Why is sleep so important for kids?
Well, and it's one of the first things kids need to understand too, not just adults. Sleep is so important because it's when the brain is rewiring, it's making new connections. You fight off sickness and strengthen immunity. It's when the hair, the bones, the fingernails grow. All of this is happening when we're sleeping, and that's what we teach kids. In my children's book, that's what I'm teaching kids. When it's time to go to bed, I have a plan is about kids understanding why sleep is so important.
Okay, so I know that you were just saying that it causes a lot of problems if kids don't sleep. But I think all the parents know your kid kind of goes like, oh, wiry, weird if they're not sleeping right.
It can increase anxiety and stress. It can lead to obesity, depression, sickness. There's so many things that can build up over time if a child is sleep deprived.
Okay, so we know that we need the kids to sleep, but how do you get them to go to sleep? It's a process.
Well, there's some really key tips to keep in mind. And the most important thing that I think most people, a lot of parents end up missing is that instead of making it a dictatorship and having this battle with your child, you have to take the bedtime battle out of it. And the way you do that is by empowering your children to be part of creating a bedtime plan.
Okay.
So by creating a bedtime plan together, where you're their child, depending on the age, you might draw stick figures or the child might write the plan, but together you're going to write this plan and they're going to look at it and want to be problem solvers and help follow that plan.
Okay, you also suggest too is like dimming the lights, staying away from electronics.
Yeah. So I think we all know, but we all do it and I do it too, which is when we check our electronic devices within an hour of bedtime, and for children, it not only suppresses melatonin so you don't feel sleepy, but it stimulates the brain.
Oh, wow.
So with children, they should not be on any electronic devices within an hour of bedtime. So a lot of the bedtime activities you can create as part of your plan should have the lights dim. Dim the lights.
When you say activities, one of your other suggestions is to play like a game, a bedtime game.
Yes, so one of the things we play in my family that's very successful, and you can do a number of games, is called Two Truths and a Fake. So everyone goes around and says 2 things they really did that day, and then they make up 1 thing they stick in that they actually didn't do that day, and you guess which is the fake thing. But this is a way to actually process the day and be more intentional about your day at the same time that you're calming down and playing a quiet game. You're learning about your kids and they're processing how their day went.
Sometimes kids can find bedtimes a little scary. It's dark. How do you change that and make it, comfortable experience?
One of the biggest issues with going to bed and staying asleep for the night is bedtime fears. So for bedtime fears, there's a few tips that you can do. Journaling is an amazing way to take control of your day and it makes sense of your experiences. So whether you're keeping a journal about your fears and things you're grateful for, if you write before you go to bed, you're actually integrating the left side of your brain and the right side of your brain. So you're integrating key systems of the brain by journaling. Even if a child's a pre-reader, they can draw before they go to bed. Another huge technique is to teach children that they are the boss of their brain. And by being the boss of your brain, you can change your scary thoughts into silly thoughts. This takes practice, but it's a really smart technique.
I love that.
So if you're scared of a dragon, then picture that dragon with a tutu or polka dots and sunglasses and a funny hat.
Silly.
And all of a sudden your child starts laughing and they're learning to control their thoughts as the boss of their brain. That's a lifelong technique that they'll have not just for sleep.
Really good information. I know that there's more, so if you want to get more information on these tips and the effect of sleep loss on the kids, go to fox5sandiego.com, click the See Now tab. It'll get you hooked up with Katherine so you can learn more about it. Erica, you know what the other big thing is?
What's that?
Do you do this with your kid?
What's that?
Every night, same routine.
Yeah, we do.
So the most important research now is that consistency is just as important as how many hours of sleep you get. Same routine,
Yes.
same bedtime each night. Even 15 minutes difference
Makes a difference,
makes
Miss
a
Erica.
difference.
There you go. I'm on board. Totally on board, ladies. Thank you. Good stuff. All right, still ahead on